Hi guys, so I'm just going to give you a quick introduction into how to gamify computing classes for younger students. So you can do this with your own children at home, or if you're a teacher, you can use this in your class. So the website that we're looking at is the turinglab.co.uk. You have to do the slash courses to get there. So basically, this is a super simple platform to use. It gamifies programming, and the kids love it. It's one of the best things I've kind of seen for introduction to Python programming. So as you can see on the homepage, there's different courses. So you've got the farm bot, the smart cities, the chat bot, and these it takes the kids like quite a long time to work through them. So it's a good activity for them to get an introduction to Python. The courses last. So the first one is about 1 to 4 hours. So they really get into this, and they have to basically program a little robot on the screen and make it move around, and they have to kind of use their probably lots of skills with this, but the main ones are like computational thinking. So they have to break down problems, so problem solving, and you find a lot of the time if you're using it in a classroom that the kids will be talking to each other and trying to solve the problems. So it's really good if you want to get them to sort of work in teams, so they can collaborate and work together, which is really important for like programming jobs. They also in the labs they're mostly focused around Python programming, so they will actually use Python syntax or how you would usually write Python. So it's a really good introduction to those skills, and there's like a help drop down, so it sort of guides the students on how these how it works. So that's really good as well. With the way to set it up. So basically, you can sign up, and they have a different sign up. So you can sign up as a teacher, or you can sign up as a student. So basically, when you sign up as a teacher, there's an option to go in and you can get a course code. So you could have multiple classes, and then when the students log in and they sign up, they sign in and log in, they then would use that course code that you send them. So you can post that on your group or wherever, and then they can all be part of that class. So they can work along in that way. So the kind of like the downsides to it is it's not as good as at tracking the progress of the students as Khan Academy is, for example, where you can sort of see what everybody's doing. So kind of one workaround for that is if they've got a journal, so you can make them have like a working document as they're working through, and you can get them to take screenshots of the code and explain it. So that's kind of good for their understanding and the metacognition of the learning as well. So they can sort of talk through what problems they had, talk through what they learned in that task, and how they solved the problem. So some of the key terms that might come up, which is really good to sort of introduce them to programming, is like so functions come up and arguments come up and sort of like strings. So all key terminology that they would need just to learn programming, but it's just done in a really good way that it gamifies the whole process, so that they don't really think like that they're struggling in their learning because they're just playing a game. So it's a super useful tool. Yeah, like I say, you can use it in your class, or you can use it in at home and just get any kids to do it, and it's all free. So it's really good. It's really useful. So yeah, that's the Turing Lab little review there.